AI-powered automations in order to automate workflows as it applies to operation, sales, marketing, and advertising. I'm going to share with you in this video 5 ways that we're leveraging it in order to compress timeframes and drive revenue for our organization. And then I'll give you some examples of how we're utilizing it with our clients. Now, this is incredibly powerful. We're building out the RazoRSharp-CRM on high level in order to service medical offices, trade professionals, and local service-based businesses. It's going to be quite extensive, so it might take a little bit of time. If you're watching this on Loom, what I would encourage that you do is set the playback speed to 1.5 or 1.7x. That way you can compress timeframes and streamline the process. So again, I'm going to talk with you about the RazoRSharp-CRM, AI, automation, and optimizing your environment so that you can get more at-bats, not only from a lead gen standpoint, but nurturing those leads, sales and acquisitions, product and promise fulfillment, and of course, customer retention and Ascension. That's the RazoRSharp's Customer Lifecycle Automation Framework. It's what we utilize to organize all of our projects. We believe there's only 2 ways that you can drive revenue for your organization. One is by getting new customers, and the other way is by making the customers that you currently have more valuable to your organizations. So that's front end and back end, lead gen, all the way through the sales process, and then on the back end, we have product and promise fulfillment, customer retention, and Ascension. The reason that we talk about both of those is because they feed each other. So if you look at the 5 steps, on the front end, you got lead gen, lead nurturing, sales and acquisitions. On the back end, you got product and promise fulfillment, customer retention, and Ascension. The reason for that is the better you deliver on your product and promise, the more likelihood that you're going to get repeat and referral business, which is some of the best business out there. Statistically, it is actually believed that, or statistically, it's 3 to 4 times more valuable to get a referral than it is to go out and get new business. With that being said, you also got to think about how big the gap is to close. Cold contact to a paying customer is a much larger gap, requires more touch points, more time, energy, and effort in regards to your resources, whereas repeat business and referral business is a smaller gap to close, requires less revenue, time, and resources. So we always want to focus on product and promise fulfillment and also customer retention and Ascension, built around the 3 R's, which are referrals, reviews, and repeat business. Building out customer loyalty programs, and then also partner and affiliate programs. So if that is of interest of you and you're looking for ways to leverage AI and automation in order to accomplish that within your business, you're in the right spot. I'm going to take you through 5 examples, one in each one of the 5 core functions of business that apply to customer lifecycle automation. We're going to look at lead generation. We're going to look at the nurturing process, sales and acquisitions. We're also going to look at product and promise fulfillment, and inevitably we'll move our way into customer retention and Ascension, built around the 3 R's, customer loyalty and affiliate programs. So again, encourage you, put this on 1.5, 1.7x, save some time, compress those time frames, get the information that you need. If you have any questions and you don't know me, my name is Jesse. I'm the lead designer at RazoRSharp, and for the past decade, we've been helping our clients optimize their online environment and automate their customer lifecycle, built around the 5 core functions of business, which I shared with you just a moment ago. Now that I've set the context, let's jump right in, and we'll talk a little bit about the content. So RazoRSharp-CRM is built on high level. We've been working inside of high level for the last couple of years. Within high level, we've deployed the RazoRSharp AI, which is integrated into ChatGPT API, and during that time we've been building out chat widgets that give us the ability to tackle workflow leveraging AI. This can be everything from strategy, it could be tactics, it could be content driven, it could align with different business units as it applies to operations, sales, marketing efforts, advertising efforts, and so on and so forth. As you can see here, we've categorized these into sections, going all the way from copywriting tools, where we're leveraging AI in order to originate, iterate, and strategize with customers to create more effective copy. We have advertising tools, which gives us the ability to maximize ROI based off of your target market, your ad copy, and this can be a range of different ads. As you can see here, if I open this up, we've got forms on the left-hand side, and then we've got GPT on the right-hand side waiting for our input. So I'll give you an example. So this is a Facebook ad planner. So when we're talking about strategy, what we want to make sure that we do is we have a plan in place, and then we execute on that plan, right? The differentiator in the marketplace is execution nowadays. It's not the information. I can access all the information ever written about Facebook ads utilizing AI. The key is to really understand how to disseminate that information and then get a strategy that you can execute on. So here's a Facebook ad campaign strategy that I've developed for RazoRSharp networks around converting customers to purchase the RazoRSharp CRM. First and foremost, we want to identify the target market, create ad copy, ad campaign structure, landing page optimization, retargeting in order to make sure that we convert traffic that doesn't convert on the first click. And then we have budget and scheduling. So as you can see here, we have the beginning to the end, a complete ad planner that we developed in a matter of moments. So that's one aspect of it. We have the ability to create ads for Google, TikTok ads, all different types of ads in here. We're continuing to build this out. The cool part about this is once you become part of our community and our member base, we actually give you the ability to make recommendations on new chatbots. So what this means is that you can, if you have an idea for a new chatbot, you can come in and fill out a form on our website. You can actually click this a bot request link. That'll open up our form. You can say I want a new chat widget. You can make it based off a category recommendation. You can make a recommendation on name, and then you can put this in here. And what my team will do is we'll go back into our tools, and we'll basically create the forms, and we'll create the prompt that's going to interface with ChatGPT, the API on ChatGPT, and originate that information as well. So, and originate those prompts. So as you can see here, we have social media prompting for Twitter. So this is from an advertising standpoint. This one's a really big one that I've been utilizing lately. So I don't know if you're anything like me, we run a lot of meetings, and those meetings are anywhere from, prospect meetings, they're strategy meetings, and then we also run an impact meeting every morning with our different departments. Those impact meetings are designed to move the needle, provide training to our personnel, and make sure that we're all on the same page in regards to priorities. So from each one of those meetings, we record those. We record those inside of Loom. Loom gives us the ability to instantly transcribe all the information. And then from there, what we do is we create emails and follow-ups along that are formatted the way that we want. And I'll give you an example. This morning, we had a meeting. Site updates and plugins. We basically had a meeting with our development team this morning and developed a transcript around that. So I can come back in here. As an example, I'm going to say who is the meeting organizer. That was myself. I can put links to resources. So as I'm going through this, what I'm going to want to do is make sure I put a link to the actual video replay in here. If there's additional links that I want to put in there, like the website that we were discussing, I can go ahead and put that in there too. These are just links to resources that we discussed in regards to marketing and advertising. So there's a couple of examples of links to resources that I would want to include in our follow-up, along with the entire transcript. So as I submit this and it gets passed over to the ChatGPT API, what it does is it originates the email, the follow-up email, right? It gives us the priority of the conversation based off of the frequency and relevance of the content in there. It analyzes in the entire transcript. It talks about what we discussed in there. It gives us chapter lists when they were discussed. Gives us links to the resources, the meeting recording, the website, the plugin that we were talking about and discussing there. So we basically can take this, or we can take this information, we can proof it and polish it and quickly and easily email it out to our entire team. Or what we can do is we can create a project task list from this email. And we can move that into our project management software, whatever project management software we're utilizing. So this is incredibly powerful and a workflow automation that saved me a tremendous amount of time. I'm going to be this used to take me hours on a weekly basis. So if let's say that I had 3 to 5 meetings a week, right? And each one of those meetings were 15 to 20 minutes in regards to follow-up. You know, that's 100 minutes, that's 2-3 hours worth of putting together all the information associated with the meeting so that we can move the needle on projects. Now, what we can do is with workflow automation in our productivity tools that are plugged into ChatGPT, we can enter a few form fields, copy and paste the transcript right into the RazoRSharp CRM, and then from there, go out to an email to everybody who is involved. So if I wanted to come in here and actually email it out from our contact list, I can select the meeting attendees, I can select email. It'll give me the ability to either pick a template that I've already got, enter in my email information, enter in the subject, copy and paste this from our prompt, and then go ahead and send this out to everybody involved. So as you can see, we can go from the planning process, the meetings, go right into notifications and follow-up. That's built all into the RazoRSharp CRM. It's got a fully integrated unified messaging platform, so we can do email, we can do text message, and we can do social media messaging right through the conversation tab. So the conversation tab gives us the ability to manage and organize communications across our entire organization. We can unify these communications via voice, text, email. We can also do it with WhatsApp on our social media, and we can also do it inbound and outbound utilizing AI in order to do the follow-up sequences. So what I mean by this is that we're leveraging AI in order to manage communications, not only for our organizations, for all of our client organizations. So if you want to follow up with potential customers and let them know that you received their call but you missed it, we can automate that through the process based off the inbound phone call, whether they text you or not. We can automate the follow-up process for everything that's like a no answer, they hit your voicemail, anything like that. And then we can leverage that across multiple channels. So if they call in, we can text them back. We can message them on social media and or drop a message in their WhatsApp messenger. So it gives us a central location in order to manage all of our communications across the entire organization. And then it organizes it based off of the contact record. So you get a history of all communications, whether they come in via email, text, phone, and or via social media channels and direct messaging. So incredibly powerful tool from a communication standpoint, contact management standpoint. Again, this is a CRM, so it's built out to be a fully functional customer retention and management tool in order to manage communications. The one thing that differs from this CRM and some of the other CRMs that I've seen in the marketplace, like Keep, Dynamics, Salesforce, and some of those other CRMs, is the simplicity of use. One of the biggest challenges that any organization faces when they're implementing a new technology is adoption. So if it's very challenging and there's a steep curve in regards to learning the application, it can be incredibly challenging in order to get your team to adopt the new technology. What the RazoRSharp CRM does, built on high level, is it gives you an adoption cycle that is very short. You can utilize one tool or multiple tools within it. You can leverage AI in order to build out workflow automation as it applies to communications, and then other automations, internal notifications, opportunity tracking, sales tracking, and then we can also get granular in regards to KPIs. So can be incredibly powerful, and the AI powered automations is what I wanted to share with you because it is quite literally transforming our client businesses and our organizations. Now, with that being said, we have some specials going on right now. We're giving all of our clients the ability to collaborate with us on the build out of our chatbots. Now, these build outs can be specific to your industry. They could be specific to your business unit. They could be specific to a location. It doesn't matter. Right now, we're doing build out on these absolutely free of charge. In addition to that, I'm going to put in the description of this video a link, or on this video somewhere, a link to a 30-day free trial. So if you want to jump in there, give it a test drive, let us know what it is that you think, or if you want to collaborate with my development team in order to build out some chat widgets for your organization, go ahead and jump in on the link that I've included in the description of this video, and we'll collaborate with you in regards to creating new chatbots for your organization that are specific to your organization. So I wanted to talk with you about some of the tools that are built into it from a marketing standpoint. So we have this social media publisher that's built underneath the marketing tab. And what this does is it gives us the ability to leverage AI right in the system in order to initiate or execute on activities that we know will raise visibility. So in business, what you always want to be thinking about is attention and influence. How do I get people's attention and how do I influence their decisions? One of the ways that you can do that is through social media outreach. So when we look at customer lifecycle automation, we talk about lead generation. One of the great tools that are built into the CRM is our social media management tool. And I'm going to take you through this process real quick because I told you I was going to give you 5 examples that you could leverage in order to raise visibility, capture people's attention, and influence their decisions. So underneath the marketing tab, we have the social media planner here. What you can do is you can integrate your social media into the RazoRSharp CRM. So right here we have our Google business pages, we have our Facebook pages and personal profiles. We have Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter integrated into the system. When we select new posts, it gives us the option to either post multi-channel across multiple channels, or we can pick and select the channels we want to publish into. Generally, what I like to do is segment them based off of their requirements. And then we can leverage AI to come in here and generate content, right? So I come in here, fill out the brief description of this, the keywords, the writing tone. I like to select different writing tones, and then the size of the content that you want to originate. Again, this is a really great way in order to do your social media outreach. It'll get you from A to Y, and then you can proof and polish and publish the content really easily. The biggest challenge to overcome when you're talking about outreach is, of course, the time associated with going from the blank page to actual usable content. So when you find something that is of interest to you, what you could do is just copy that to your post. This is very promotional based. What I like to do is from here, We have all the post content. It's going out multi-channel. We leverage AI inside of Canva. If I cut and paste the title of that in here, and I just hit enter, what happens is Canva, you're leveraging AI in order to originate content based around the actual information that I'm searching for. So I can pull one of these clips. I can customize the template. I can update the font style. And I can download this. Quickly and easily upload this content. And then if I have a workflow associated with approval process, I can come in here and send the post for approval. Or what I can do is I can take a look at that post, and if I like it, I can go ahead and post it now, or I can schedule the post at a future date. What we're going to do is come in here and publish this at 7:14 a.m. Go ahead and schedule that post. We get a history of all of our scheduled posts here. And that gives us the ability to do social media outreach for lead generation purposes. Now, once somebody engages with our organization, we want to make sure that we're following up with them. So lead nurturing and lead nurture automation is one of the things that comes inside the RazoRSharp CRM. And it's the second thing that I want to talk with you about in regards to your organization and the RazoRSharp CRM. So we have a LinkedIn outreach campaign. That LinkedIn outreach campaign uses automation in order to direct message our target market within LinkedIn. What this does is it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and reaches out to people that meet our dream customer avatar. This gives us the ability to reach out and communicate them via direct message. They connect with us on LinkedIn, and then what happens is we drop them into a campaign sequence, our LinkedIn lead nurture sequence, to build trust, awareness, and goodwill. And that contact record comes into the system. It's tagged. It's assigned to a user for follow-up purposes. And then our email sequence goes out to that contact. The first one is a thank you for connecting email. Second one is a question. Third one is a case study invitation. We have case studies that run from time to time where we provide discounts on implementation. We want to invite people to participate in that and or make recommendations if they know somebody they like who would benefit from the RazoRSharp Network CRM or some of our other technology stacks as it applies to design development or online optimization. We send them some videos. We send them invitation to our calendar in order to schedule appointments. We talk with them about the benefits of AI-powered automation and workflow automation. We talk about the next steps. We encourage them to take surveys in regards to, we have 2 surveys out there. One is our AI Trust Survey, where we're surveying people on whether or not they trust AI in order to manage their sales, marketing, and advertising efforts. We share with them product snapshots from other organizations that are having success with our technology stack. We have the Shift Survey, which is a training seminar or workshop that we put on. It's a Build It Live workshop where we're crafting and creating AI-powered workflows in order to help people launch their first campaign, leveraging AI in order to accomplish that. It moves all the way through the process. We revisit it and track that process all the way through. Now, as you can see here, we have tracking and analytics built into this as well. It gives us full visibility into how many people are clicking, how many people are opening, and the effectiveness of the actual campaign itself. So this could apply to anything, whether it's lead nurturing, lead generation, the sales and acquisition process, whether or not it's part of your your product and promise fulfillment and or your customer retention and ascension process. So if you think about those 5 core areas and overcoming those, when we talk about customer retention and ascension, what we're selling for is we're selling for reviews, referrals, repeat business. We're introducing people to our partner and loyalty programs. We're looking at them in regards to creating affiliates and joining our partner program and what that looks like. So these are all the follow-up sequence that happen in the post-sale process after we convert the actual customer itself. So incredibly powerful. We can build out workflows, and then we can leverage AI in order to help us streamline those workflows. So incredibly powerful stuff. Some important things to understand about what's going on. Now, from a sales and acquisition standpoint, we got full tracking of any pipeline within our organization and our client organizations. What we do is we create opportunity records for the client, and then we're tracking all the relevant fields associated with that opportunity. So these can be dragged between opportunity stages, and they'll kick off workflow automations based off of the stage that they're in, whether they're a lead, they're a prospect, they've scheduled an appointment, they're interested, and we want to send out our nurture campaign. So we can just quickly and easily track and change and move the opportunities into the stage, so we get a really great visual representation of where the opportunities exist in those pipelines. So we have several different pipelines. We're running our case study program. We have a lead generation pipeline. We have a sales and acquisition pipeline. We have a fulfillment, promise and product fulfillment pipeline. We have a retention and ascension pipeline, and then we have a partner and a partner program pipeline. This tracks where contacts are at, and then within there, I can click on the actual contact record itself. I get full communication history. I got task tracking. I got notes on the contact records, appointment setting, documents. I got a document center tied to the record or the contact record. And then we got a transaction tracker in here where we can send payment links via SMS, email payment links, and then we can also manage credit card processing through the system. So another great way in order to track contacts. Now, in addition to that, one of the things that I had mentioned is review, automation, reputation management. For local service providers, this is incredibly powerful because if you're a local business, one of the key indicators, about 78% of customers say that they check reviews before they do business with a local business. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're originating content, capturing our success stories so that we can utilize those in order to close future business, right? So that's one aspect of it, is making sure that you have review automation set up for your organization, your local service provider, so that you can get more reviews. Now, reviews are incredibly powerful. One, Google utilizes them as a signal in order to rank your Google business page and also rank your website. So if you're thinking about SEO, reviews is a really great place to start because it has a multi-factor effect, meaning that there's a high rate of return for the amount of effort that goes into getting a review. And we can automate that process for our clients and go out there and utilize reviews in order to grow organizations. Now, we also utilize what's called conversational AI. Now, conversational AI runs across the entire application, so it doesn't matter how we communicate with our contacts. We leverage conversational AI in order to set up automations and workflow in order to follow up. Now, the automations and workflow based off of this used to be very rudimentary, but what we've done is we've uploaded our entire website as a data set, and we can come in here and customize Q&As based off of frequently asked questions that we have for the organization. So if we're getting questions built into our website and they're not getting answered appropriately, we can come in here and actually train the AI in order to answer them. In addition to that, the AI is utilizing all the content on the website in order to answer questions that might not be identified within your Q&A or might not be configured currently. Now, in addition to that, we can configure intent, right? We can say, hey, I just want you to answer questions, or I want you to not only answer questions, but I want you to work towards booking an appointment. And you can set a calendar that can be visible to external users on your website, or you can just utilize it for internal calendaring. These calendars are shared calendars across the organization, and you can manage user access and control from there. So the conversational AI platform built inside the RazoRSharp CRM on high level is another way that we're leveraging AI in order to follow up with leads more effectively, in order to nurture leads more effectively, in order to engage on our website with chat widgets, in order to engage on social media with with AI bots, in order to follow up with missed phone calls or people that leave voicemails, or in order to follow up with people who text us that maybe we don't get back to as quickly as possible. As you can see here, we have an autopilot mode set here, and we can say, hey, I want to set this to a short time period, 15 seconds. This means that if I don't respond, if not, I'm not online, or one of our agents are online and answer a text or any type of direct message via social media within 15 seconds, AI will take that as an opportunity to engage that contact. What it'll do is it'll follow up with the contact for 5 hours, and we can set the interval for how long it'll go before it goes into timeout. And again, as you can see here, we have the ability to do this via Facebook, Google Business Page, Instagram, the chat widget on the website, live chat, and there is SMS right there that you can add as well. So incredibly powerful. If you're looking for ways to communicate with customers more effectively, you can do that there. Now here's the secret weapon, guys, and this is one of the things that I wanted to announce, is we've just partnered with Air AI to integrate conversational AI within the RazoRSharp CRM. Now what this means is that we're able to build out outbound agents to make phone calls on your behalf. These can be triggered in a number of ways. It could be triggered from a web form on your website, it could be triggered from a text message, a phone call that comes in and gets missed. These can be triggered from any type of trigger within the RazoRSharp CRM, can initiate a phone call. The way that we've currently been utilizing these for lead gen purposes, we've been doing invitations to events, and then we're able during that phone call, in order to drop links to the events, to get people registered for the event right on the actual phone call itself. In addition to that, we've been leveraging it in order to reach out to past customers, in order to ask for reviews. During the phone call, they drop a review link, they confirm that the end user left a review, and they communicate the incentives associated with doing that. So this is incredibly powerful. It handles both outbound phone calls and inbound phone calls, and it's fully integrated into the RazoRSharp CRM as an AI component. So if you have agents that are making phone calls and you want to leverage an AI agent and test them compared to your live agents, I'd highly encourage you to reach out, get a 30-day trial. We can set up some test agents for you, do some testing on that as well. In addition to that, at this time we have the ability to build out chatbots that are specific to your industry. We're doing that at no cost. It won't be free forever, so make sure that you sign up for the 30-day trial that's going to be in the description of the video. So that's all I got for you guys. I wanted to give you a walkthrough of the all-new RazoRSharp CRM on high level, talk with you about some of the ways that we're leveraging AI and automation in order to overcome some of the challenges in the 5 core functions of business: lead gen, lead nurturing, sales and acquisitions, product and promise fulfillment, and customer retention and Ascension. That's all I got for you today. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments section. We'll get those handled for you. And until the next time we speak, make today and every day a fantastic day. We'll talk with you real soon.